Spoiler alert, we figured out how to change the world. This black and ginger love affair, this is the recipe to world peace. You think I'm being funny because I'm using kind of crazy words, but I'm serious. Black people said, "Hey gingers, we see your pain. We adopt you. You're one of us now." And ginger said, "Holy crap, somebody loves me." And you know what? Like, it's been all harmony and rainbows and happiness on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, whatever we're on right now. It's been all happy ever since. And certainly you can argue that if there was a honeymoon, it would fade. But raise your hand if you already knew love conquers all. Raise your hand if you already knew that these three remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Raise your hand if you already knew that all it takes is a little bit of understanding and a little bit of common ground to bridge all kinds of divides. I know that learning how to love somebody who's different than you means that you have to put aside some of the anger and some of the, the preconceived notions that you have that to you make you who you are. But y'all, we could change the world with this. Can I give you a challenge? Try and find something similar in every person you meet. Try and find common ground. Instead of jumping to your political differences or your aesthetic differences or anything like that, try and find something that makes you similar. And let me tell you where to start. Right here. We all have a heart. We all have something that makes it beat. We all love something. And that love that we have, for whatever it is, unites us. We all know what it feels like to love something or someone. To my ginger brothers and sisters, I'm glad we're finally getting this out. To my new black family, I have loved you guys for so long. I'm so glad to finally just be invited to the cookout. And to everyone else, I love y'all too, because we all love something. And it could be each other if we tried hard enough. Good talk.
The girls started a science project. It was to try to figure out why and how black men and ginger women are so attracted to each other. It's like a phenomenon. Apparently, a lot of redheads are curvy. Okay.
Well, that's all. Life is one big coping mechanism. People create value for themselves, creating the value because of themselves. Our men have been socially beaten by everyone. They haven't been really right. So you're not gonna go be defeated and go to black men are sometimes less creative. You're gonna let something that or put first. To the easy, docile, easy going, don't really require much comfort from that every other person. It's not you, baby. It's that you're easy to impress. I'm going over here.
Because she's redhead?
No, because she's white. Because she's white. She created a compartment for herself to separate herself, to give herself importance, and then exist. You can see what people be like, oh, y'all so biased. When a black woman date a white man, y'all like, yes, sis, get it. But when a black man date a white woman, y'all like, ugh. Because black men will date any white woman. They would date Roseanne. They would date Adele, the first one, not the new one, because she's hot. It's just like, I'm defeated, I'm weak. I could do anything over there. Because you got to understand, there's two people in the world. There's the people that want the easier way, so they don't have to be held accountable to anything. Or there's the people that actually like when people create a better them, that make them themselves better. Because now when somebody tell you, I'm not tolerating that, you got to go back and get better and then come back.
This links to my theory about like ginger men. Ginger men love black women.
Ginger men love black
women down, right?
Down.
And my theory is linked to that because they have faced discrimination within their own community for being ginger. They've been made fun of. They've been picked at. Right? It contributed to like this
binds you together.
Mutual and obviously like it's very different levels of understanding because being black is very different from being ginger, of course, especially in the UK.
There are roles to it. There are levels to it.
Yeah, there are levels to it. But it's like they get something. There's a little something there. There's a little something there. They get it. They're a little spicy. They get something.
Yeah, they get a little something. My partner is not ginger, but he does have a red streak in him.
Oh, so you see that red streak? You see what I'm talking about?
It comes out like his beard gets a little red sometimes when it's like in the light. I'll be looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, my kids are gonna be ginger.
I've never met a ginger man who hasn't found black women attractive. I'm just saying.
No, same.
The math.
The math is my thing.
The math.
It's adding up.
Shortly after I started posting here on TikTok,
the Gingers Are Black movement came full throttle, right? And it hit me so hard because not only am I a pale-skinned ginger, but I'm also dating a mixed man, a person of color, someone who is part black. And so it resonated with me so hard. Not only is my husband part black, but I also grew up in a community that was not white. So I felt like I finally found my people. Like I finally found my people that we're here. And as I'm posting about my experiences dealing with racism, colorism, being ginger, being with a person of color, being in an interracial relationship, along the lines, I got a little confused and I got a little, cold feet, and I took a big step back in talking about these things because it didn't feel good. The comments I was getting, that I was drawing a lot of attention that I wasn't asking for, and I had to take a big step back and reevaluate. But now I'm starting to understand something as I start to become closer to God and feeling my faith and learning more about the Bible and Jesus. I've realized one thing. There's a reason why those videos got the views, why they have over 100,000 views, why I am at 11,000 followers. And that's because this is something that needs to be spoken. This is something that needs to be talked about with somebody who has white skin, okay? Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm ginger and I went through some stuff, but at the end of the day, I am still white, okay? And that does come with privileges and that does come with different things, okay? And I finally realized something. And what I realized is that God made everyone here, right? God made everything on this earth. And God is all about love, peace, and kindness, right? So if God made us all, and God made us all different colors, have different color hair, have different genes, be from different places, and have different ethnicities and different traits, and etc., etc. If God made us all unique in our own special way, why would he do that? Why would he put us there just for us to fight, argue, and hate one another? And I don't ever want to speak for God, okay? But from what I'm understanding and what I'm learning, God, Jesus wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be the case. And like so many things that people don't realize, and this is something I didn't realize for a long time. I was atheist for a very long time, and then I went spiritual, and I was just like, there's something, I don't know if I believe in Jesus, and I don't know if I follow Christianity, I don't know if I follow Islam, I don't know if I didn't know if I followed any of this, but the one thing I did know was that there was a God. And as I started to dig into religion a little bit more, started learning a little bit more about Catholics, started learning a little bit more about Christians, I dove into realizing that there is demons and there is a devil, and that is a real thing. And that's something that I just didn't really realize for the longest time. And now that I realize that, and I realize how clever and sneaky these demons are, and how quickly they will attach themselves to you or somebody, and that just changed the whole world to me. It changed my whole outlook on everything, because it's like, even though someone may have said or done something to you based off of whatever, it could have been race or gender, whatever, and it was wrong and it made you feel a certain way, you are not the judge. You are not God. So for you to treat them or people that look like them a certain way makes you no better. And that is just the way the demons work and how they manipulate you. So it's up to us. It's up to us to follow God and stay on God's path and treat one another how we would want to be treated. Love one another and show one another that this is the right path. And even though that you treated me that way, that's between you and God. That's between you and God. Like, that's not my business, and I'm going to do me, and I'm going to do what I align with and what I know, how I feel about my alignment with God and what makes me feel like a good, honest person. Because at the end of the day, two wrongs don't make a right. At the end of the day, God put us all here, in my opinion, to get along, to learn from one another, to thrive. But this world wasn't ever made to be easy. That's just the thing that we're not understanding. This world was never made to be easy. But the more we let the demons control, the more we let them in, the stronger they get. And that's the scary part. That's the scary part. So the more people that follow religion and are getting into religion and are following God, following Jesus, the demons get weaker and weaker, because that's like their repellent. They can't. So when somebody wants to treat you wrong based off a race, I would just simply agree to disagree. Just feel sorry for them, pity them at the end of the day, and don't judge them, because you don't know what they went through. You don't know their story, and that, again, that's between them and God. That's not between you. That's not for you to decide, right? At the end of the day, just do what you know you need to do to make yourself a better person at the end of the day. We all have things we want to work on. We all have things where we want to better ourselves and the way we grow and everything. So just really focus on that, and don't focus so much on what other people are doing, because it's none of your concern. And that doesn't mean you can't talk about it. Like, here I am, and that's something I finally realized, wrapping back to what I started with in the beginning. I finally realized this just may be what I'm meant to do. This may just be what I'm meant to talk about, is my experiences, and bringing people that are different, that were raised in different areas, that are different colors, that different ethnicities, that have different culture, bringing them together and realizing that we are all God's children, right? God made us and put us all here for a reason. And if we get along, we are going to have a much happier, pleasant life. And that's ultimately what led me into religion in the first place. And I don't claim any religion right now. I'm just observing and researching as much as I can. There's some things I align with more than others. But there's one thing I realized, is that it's up to us to make those good decisions and to not hold guilt and shame. It's up to us to live that happy life and not to worry all the time. It's up to us to make those those leaps. It's up to us to just put ourselves fully out there and just do the best thing. Be the best people that we know how to be. Do the right thing. And it ain't up to us to judge the other people. And if you have a voice and you want to talk about your experiences, and if that could change, like, could you imagine if somebody that had a bad experience with white people came across this video and listened to the entire thing and was like, wow, I never had an experience with a white person like that. And now, from now on, when they see a white person, maybe they don't trust them. And I'll go to argue you shouldn't trust anybody straight off the whip. Like I just said, those demons attach themselves real quick. So use your discernment very, very well. But I'm just saying, like, could you just imagine, maybe that could change someone's perspective completely, and get rid of that hate, get rid of that anger that they have towards it, because that's going to only harm you. Your anger towards another person or another subject is only hurting you. It's not hurting them, and they're not getting anything. You're not getting anything from it, and they're not getting any consequences from it at the end of the day. Okay, so stay safe, stay true, and just be your best self that you can possibly be. And hopefully one day, I have the hope that we will all come together. More and more people are following religion. More and more people are finding God. So I'm like, please, please, one day, if people could all come together and just have the most beautiful connection and learn from one another and stop fighting and bickering, because it's not worth it. At the end of the day, it's so not worth it.
Who's gonna pay attention to the redheads?
Repeat after me. I don't need validation from strangers on the internet. All together now. I don't need validation from strangers on the internet. I'm gonna make a TikTok.
So, like, I was gonna let you go, but I feel like there's a couple things from your comment that need addressed. The first thing, wasn't aware my hair could talk. I've never heard it say anything in my life. Second, yes, I do date a black man and have a preference for black men. I think there's a saying that goes with it, something like once you go black you never go back. I'm pretty sure that's that's how that goes. Thirdly, you sound a little upset about it, so I mean, sorry, but if my hair is screaming I only date black men, then guess what? I'm gonna be red forever. Fuck it. And fuck you.
Excuse me. I want to ask you a real question.
What's that?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, you're a ginger, right?
Yeah.
So, is it true that gingers like dark-skinned guys?
I would say yeah.
Yes! 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 That's true?
I would say yeah, because I have a couple friends that are gingers, and yeah.
So that reply for yourself too?
Yeah.
So I get your number or what? What's your name?
Where'd you come from?
I was literally walking right there to go find a belt. What's your name?
Jenna.
Jenna?
Yeah.
Marv.
Marv?
Yep.
Okay, nice to meet you.
You study?
Nursing.
Nursing?
Yeah.
So you're like a doctor?
No, I'm just a nurse. Just a nurse. What do you do?
Day trading.
Okay.
I'm going to your place.
I am Optimus Prime.
Is it there? Yeah. But it was nice to meet you. I'm gonna text you.
You too. All right. Have a good night.
Come on, man.